These are the Unit 20 vocabulary words. First, coming from math, we have, I should probably screen share this. Okay. Improper fraction. An improper fraction has the numerator, which is on the top, that is actually greater or equal to its denominator. So the number on top is typically larger than the number on the bottom. A mixed number combines a non-zero number, so any number that's not zero, and it's a whole number, and a fraction. So for example, 3 and 1/2 would be a mixed number. Now we're into science. This is a form of asexual reproduction called binary fission. Many one-celled, single-celled organisms like parameciums, amoebas, some bacteria reproduce this way. Many of our cells actually reproduce this way. It means becoming two by cell division of the complete organism. So you have a whole organism, and then what it does is through a series of divisions will split into a whole nother organism that has the exact same genetic makeup as the original. And vegetative reproduction, you have plants like potatoes, tulips, any plant that has like a bulb or runners. Vegetative reproduction, yet another form of asexual reproduction, where small parts grow out of the parent plant and become new plants. So pieces and parts out of the main plant will grow and become a new plant. Now into social studies, Muhammad, this man had a vision that Gabriel, an angel, appeared to him and told him that he was the prophet of Allah. This vision that Muhammad had would actually lead to a new religion called Islam. Another word from social studies is mosque. A mosque is a Muslim place of worship, similar to our sanctuaries, our church. Muslims go to a mosque. Caliph is a Muslim leader who had both political and religious authority. Caliphate are just lands that are ruled by Islamic caliphs. So a caliph would rule a caliphate. A minaret is a tall, slender tower that's attached to a mosque from which prayer calls are made. An astrolabe is an instrument that was invented by Muslims that is used to determine directions by figuring out the positions of stars. And now we're into the challenge words. The first one being evacuate. Evacuate is to withdraw or depart from. Irritable. Irritable is when you are easily annoyed or angered. Sometimes you may become irritated by your brother or sibling, but irritable is being easily annoyed or angered. Exaggerate. Exaggerate is to make something bigger, to enlarge or magnify beyond the truth, to overstate something. So you know the story, but you're kind of adding more to it to make it sound over the top. Improbable just means probably not likely. Okay, when it's improbable, is the prefix there that kind of probably not going to happen. So it's very unlikely, something that's improbable. And finally, elaborate. Elaborate is something that is planned or made with great attention to numerous parts or details. It's complicated by being very intricate. Sorry, there's a little typo there. So when you elaborate on something, you are adding great detail, you are putting together a lot of different parts. It's usually very intricate and very complicated.